Hi, I've come to talk to you about forgiveness. I've heard a lot of people talking about that lately. I've studied the Course of Miracles for decades, and I'm totally a believer in forgiveness. It has worked miracles in my life. But you've got to be ready, and you can't forgive without doing the healing work. There's a lot of spiritual bypassing where people just say a prayer, or they do something, or they say I forgive you, or they do a fire ceremony and put the things that they need to forgive on a piece of paper, burn it. These are all powerful things in themselves and should not be discounted. But true forgiveness is a natural byproduct of healing. And it should not be sought before the healing work is done. It should not, like, to say to someone, oh, you need to forgive. We really need to encourage them to get the healing they need. Because through the healing work, forgiveness will naturally come. So the healing can come in so many ways, but it has to be first. And often we're hard on people, expecting them to forgive when they're still very wounded. And it's a process. It's a journey. So remember that the next time you think, oh, well, they just haven't forgiven, Some people may never forgive. If they don't heal, they probably won't. And you might be one of those people who thinks you have forgiven, but you haven't. And it will come out in little resentments, snippets, snappiness, attracting unhealthy partners, attracting unhealthy situations. There's lots of ways. A lack of peace within is the greatest way that we know we're holding on to something. So remember the power of the breath. It's so big for forgiveness, for healing, for finding peace. And I wish you all the best on your journey towards healing, because it truly does transform. I did a lot of work to do some healing work around a family member who had really hurt me when I was a child. And it took a long time. But a miracle happened over the years as I worked at forgiveness, and it did take me years. Something happened where I was able, in a shamanic journey. Yeah, I've done that too. That's another one of the things that I've tried on this path of healing. But in an incredible shamanic journey, I saw his childhood. I saw his abuse. I saw why he was the way he was, and what a precious, innocent child he had been. And in that moment, the hardness in my heart melted. And I realized, wow, it's all about trauma, all of it. We're here to heal our trauma. Nobody comes onto earth without doing so. When we look at our politicians and leaders that have created such corruption around the world and don't seem to care about so many people, they would not do that and be so addicted to power if they weren't deeply traumatized. And in the months ahead, we're going to see a lot of corruption coming up, and we're going to have to forgive it. And it will help to see those people that have done awful things as little children that were hurt and never had any power, and they're just seeking security. And for those of us that don't need to do that, that find joy just through a walk in nature, and hugging someone we love, sitting in silence, cooking, just being in love with the person that we are. Like, It's incredible for someone who grew up feeling so bad about themselves as I did, to be so in love with who I am today. It's truly a miracle, and everyone can have that. We have to heal, and we have to feel. And sometimes the feeling is not comfortable. Even this month, you know, I took a few steps back and I had an issue come up that really was difficult. And I had to feel a lot, and I had to go through a process, and I had to start taking a lot more silence. But the miracle that came out of that was the gift of forgiveness, the gift of greater sight, and the gift of peace, and that deep contentedness that came when I was able to make that. So if you're hanging on to something, put the effort in to do some forgiveness. One of my favorite rituals is Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian forgiveness ritual. And it's just 4 short sentences. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. So you just repeat those sentences. What I like to do is sit in meditation, see a light coming into from the sky or the center of the universe down into my crown chakra, into the center of my head. And then I see that light go right down into the earth through my feet. But I also see the light come out my heart and come through the palms of my hand. And then I visualize the person that I have an issue with, that I need to forgive, sitting across from me. And I shine light out my heart at them, light out my third eye at them, and light through my hands. And I just repeat, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And I just repeat that. And I see myself sending them light. And every time I've done that, things have shifted. The next time I saw that person I had an issue with, it felt softer. And over time, doing things like that, I was able to heal and forgive and move on. Because we're moving into a new world where peace and love and compassion and forgiveness are going to be everything. So we're going to need to look at the dark stuff and forgive it. We might not be able to right away. We might have to heal. We might have to do a lot of healing. If people that we've trusted have hurt us, we are going to have to feel that. And it's going to be hard. And we're going to have to love ourselves through it before we can forgive. But that is the path. And when you finally get to forgiveness, you'll realize why you did it, because it opens up a world of great peace. It's where we're going. It's all about compassion. And that's where we're moving. So on that, I'm going to end this little video. Thank you for listening. I love you dearly. Take good care. And if you like this video, please click like. Maybe choose to subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel. And thanks a lot. Okay. Have a beautiful day. Bye.